it's David from Guitarist here. Today we're looking at the Taylor AD12e guitar. It's part of Taylor's American Dream series, which has been going for a couple of years now. It started during the pandemic when Taylor decided that they would make very basic stripped down guitars for the musician, which, to quote their chief designer Andy Powers, he said, "Think of it like a cup of black coffee. It's very basic, but it gets you there," sort of thing, which is just about 100% accurate, really, because what we're looking at is a guitar which has still got all the Taylor refinements, all the top-class workmanship that goes into their upper ranges, but it's been stripped right back to absolute basics. So I'll take you through the construction of the guitar so you can see what I mean. For a start, we've got this nice Sunburst finish, which is new to the American Dream series. This has been hand applied. You've got fire stripe pickguard, which is probably about the only bit of decoration that you've got on the Taylor, but it's absolutely perfect. You wouldn't think anything's missing. The finish is a water-based, very, very thin finish, so it's almost satin, but there's very tactile quality to it, in as much as you can see the grain in the back of the guitar here. It's almost open pore, and you can feel it under your fingers, which of course you couldn't on a full gloss finish. The neck has been, or rather I should say the headstock has been grafted on just below the nut here with scarf joint, which is midway between it being a sort of a cost-cutting thing, but also many luthiers will tell you that a scarf joint is actually the stronger joint. It's even stronger than using a single piece of mahogany or whatever. So that's absolutely fine, absolutely standard. Taylor tuners, again, perfectly adequate. And I must say that I've had this guitar for about a week now, and I've only had to tune it once or twice. It's held its tuning brilliantly. In terms of what woods are being used, we've got a Sitka spruce top, which is absolutely standard again. But the back and sides are walnut, which is a tone wood that sits on the spectrum between mahogany, but again, Andy Powers said, but it has that sparkle of koa as well. So you've got a little bit of sparkle in the treble, but you've got that sort of warm and woody lower mid-range going on as well. Again, satin finished and everything. Neck is tropical mahogany. Again, absolutely bog standard. The fingerboard is eucalyptus, which is a wood that is being used more and more now. And they describe it as smoked eucalyptus. And apparently what that is, it's a kilning process which they use, which sends the wood dark. It's a permanent darkness. It's not a dye. It reacts naturally with the tannins in the wood and turns the wood sort of rosewood colour. It's got a lot of the grain of rosewood. To be quite honest, if we hadn't been told, we wouldn't have known. But it also has got a few of the characteristics of the ebony that we're finding used on acoustics these days. I mean, ebony we all think of as being black, but in actual fact it's not. Quite a lot of it is brown, and the grain of it isn't dissimilar in many respects from ebony. Eucalyptus faceplate on the headstock, and the guitar comes with a very nice aero case, Taylor aero case, which is it's one of those more rigid gig bags sort of thing. It also comes with Taylor's Expression System 2 pickup, which is very nice. Again, it gets you there. It's perfectly fine. 3 very discreet tucked away controls, which are really simple: treble, bass and volume, so can't go wrong. Center indented, so you get more one way, less the other way. And that just about covers the construction details of the Taylor. We really like this guitar. It's got everything that you need. It will handle virtually everything you throw at it. The neck feels really comfortable in your hand. Again, unfinished. It's got that nice natural woodiness to the feel of the neck. And nothing wrong with the sustain at all. It'll take nice chords. And it'll do fingerstyle well as well, which we'll see in a minute when we go to the sound examples. Nothing much more I can tell you. It's got the Taylor's V-class bracing in it, as opposed to the more familiar X bracing, which Taylor claims will give you more volume, it'll give you a more even tone. It also affects the actual intonation of the guitar as well, in as much as it keeps it in tune throughout the range. And we found notes up here, fine, absolutely fine. Notes down there, absolutely fine. What more can you want? And the retail price in the UK as of early 2023 is just over £2,000. So the only thing left to do is to hear some playing examples.